Okay. Oh, okay. Are we good now? I reset my computer. And hopefully this will work now. I need to grab you. Okay. Put this on game capture. Tab real quick. This should be good. I think. Maybe. Hopefully it's working now. Can you hear the game? You cannot. A new problem. Let's get me a... What do you output? What do you output? What the fuck is this shit? Output is... Oh, no, that's not what I want. Whoopsies. Oh, God. I knew there'd be some scuffiness, but I did not imagine this. Wait, is this not a display capture? Oh my God, I'm an idiot. There we fucking go. Okay. Johnny, are you here still, or did you pop the fuck out? I'm gonna pull up my, what's it? Back, boom. There we go. So now... I am live in this moment, right? Yeah, I am. Cool. Okay. Okay. I think everything is good now. The keyword is think. Second keyword is good. So we're just gonna act like none of that happened. I am just going to play the game now. Okay, so for those who don't know, first of all, spoilers, because this is the second game. I've already played the entirety of the Great Ace Attorney Adventures. Now I am currently on the Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve. And I'm on the second case of the Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve. Or yeah, no, that's right. So if you don't want spoilers for the second case... oh shit, they made a game based on the... I fucking hate you. I fucking hate... You're immediately banned, Chili. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna ban you. Actually, I could fucking... Where are you? User actions. Can I trust you with mod? Can I trust you with mod? Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. Because right now the only fucking mod is Johnny. And also no one else. Okay, I'm playing the fucking... Your first mistake was trusting me. True. True. Episode 2. The Memories of the Clouded Kokoro. Also, I'm going to be doing horrible-ass voice acting.
It was a ghastly tale of a winter's night. One of an invisible killer and a crime perpetrated on the pavement along Briar Road.
Wait, is this the fucking...
As the victim lay at death's door, the mystery of just who had stabbed the young lady from behind had been resolved.
Yeah.
But no sooner had my friend saved that Eastern Exchange student from his harrowing plight, than in the dim, flickering shadows of gaslight did a second bizarre crime rend the stillness of that very night.
What the shit?
I dare say most can still recall the sensational headlines of the day.
I can't.
Haunted apartment of death. The condemned criminal's curse. The dread demon of coal gas.
What the fuck?
Yet, though the great detective had at once discerned the truth upon his arrival at the scene. It only proved to be the overture that announced the rising of the curtain on a most tragic play.
Oh, so it's Shakespeare, basically, is what you've told me. Okay, so that's interesting. So, okay, we'll get to the... Yeah, we'll get it. You're a fledgling... Whatever. So, what's interesting here is that first bit about, like, a girl... Someone stabbed in the back and saving the Eastern guy or whatever. That was the third case of the first game. So that's interesting that they're bringing it... It's almost like they planned for a sequel. Which that's actually really cool. Anyways, I didn't fucking read it! Hold on, I have to read that. Okay. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a fledgling lawyer, just starting out on my journey. 6 months ago, I arrived as a visit... I'm gonna stutter a lot, by the way, so I apologize in advance. Let me do this real quick. Why am I not on the... Give me a sec. My shit is scuffed constantly. There we go. Okay. 6 months ago, I arrived as a visiting student of law, having made the long voyage across the sea from the Empire of Japan to here, London, England. And on the way, in quite extraordinary circumstances, I made the acquaintance of a world-famous detective, who we are now living in the attic of. Currently, I reside in the attic of the detective's own lodgings, from where I run my legal consultancy of sorts. I've successfully defended a number of clients in Britain's highest court, the Old Bailey. But since a particularly grueling and unforgettable legal battle 4 months ago now, I haven't returned to the courtroom. In truth, I lost my right to return. Are you talking about from the last... Wait, what the fuck are you talking about? But that epic trial was just one small part of an epic tale. A tale which now... Oh, wait. Which was now about to awaken from slumber. Thanks to a letter that arrived this morning from my homeland. Oh, it's Susato, right? God damn. What a delicious smell wafting from upstairs. Up the stairs. Fuck me, man. I can't English. I gotta fucking... Who the fuck? Chili, what the fuck did you tweet at me? Hold on. What the fuck did Chili... what the fuck? Hey, this nerd called Mr. Closely Fear. I'm gonna rip out your teeth. I hate you, but thank you for the self-promo. Thank you for the promo. Anyways. It must be nearly time for breakfast. I better go down to Mr. Sholmes' suite and say good morning to the great detective and his flatmate. Okay, warning in advance. Warning in advance. I fucking suck at voicing Iris. So, this is gonna be a horrible... I'm just not great with girl voices. So I apologize. And also, Sholmes is not a great voice. Really? I'm just bad at voice acting? Okay. God, I almost don't want to do it, but you know, you gotta make a fool of yourself on the internet to be... 30th of August, 7:28 a.m., Sholmes' suite. Oh, god damn it. Why are you the first one? I could just go... Here's the thing. I could just go full Elmo with it. I almost kind of wanna for the bit. Oh, fuck it. Iris is Elmo now. Ah, Bruno, good! This is horrid. I'm doing it, though. I was just about to call up to you. The bacon's ready! Good morning, Iris. It smells delicious, as usual. Before we eat, though, I have some news. I had a surprise this Shh, not another word, Miss Naruhodo. This could be just the... Okay. This could be just the abstruse thing for my pre-breakfast stagnation-repelling mental stimulation, my dear fellow. Morning to you too, Mr. Sholmes. Ah, yes. I see. So that's a... Please get away, sir! I can see every pixel on your face! You were rendered for the 3DS, not the PS5! The truth... The truth is as clear as day to me. What the fuck? The truth is as clear to me as day. My faculties of observation have revealed it again. What are you talking about? You, Mr. Naruto, you have, this very moment, met with a surprise. Well, is that not the case? Really, my dear fellow, it barely warrants explanation. He's gonna pull out some, like, fucking wild shit, like, you've actually been told that you're pregnant or some shit. Knowing Sholmes. Firstly, your hair is particularly unkempt, somewhat reminiscent of a bird's nest. Secondly, you have neglected to fasten the third button on your jacket. Clearly, when considered together, these two facts point to having been flustered this morning. Can I talk now? But of course! Though I don't look for admiration, you understand? My hair always looks like this. It's been this way since I first met you. Oh, it has? My God, man, you're yeah, I'm guys, big surprise. I'm pregnant. And the button was ripped off last night, if you remember. By you. Hurley pulled your button off? This is the Iris voice is stupid, but it's funny. Ah, yes, I recall the incident now. It was after supper, was it not? As the evening advanced, I picked up my violin and began to play the wailing notes of the haunting tune. But then, to my utter dismay, the third string snapped! Why did it have to happen? Why? Little wonder then, that in my vexation I grabbed the first button I saw and ripped it from its proper place! Well, I'd like it back now, please. It's troubling me that I can't fasten my jacket. And it's troubling me that you expect me to know where it is! Somewhere thereabouts on the floor, one presumes. Helpful. What matters at the present time, my dear fellow, is simply whether or not my deduction was unerring. But Hurley, Bruno said But Hurley, Bruno said when he came in, didn't he? You fucking stupid asshole! I had a surprise this morning! You fucking ape! Troubling me, you think that's my problem, bitch? It really troubles me, Mr. Naruto, that you think this is my fucking problem. Who is this little shit, and when can we punt her? Iris Wilson, and unfortunately not yet. I hope we get to just send her to the actual fucking moon. It'd be funny. Well, that really is a surprise. Yes, this man is the pride of the British Empire. That's a word for it. The famous consulting detective, Mr. Sherlock Sholmes. There can't be a single person in the world who doesn't know his name. Except for, like, almost everyone we've met. Including us. Alright then, enough silly conversation. Gotta knead the bacon before it goes cold. And I have a new herbal tea for you to try too. My latest special blend. I'm gonna keep doing this. And here we have Iris Wilson, Mr. Sholmes' lodger and companion. A truly exceptional young girl, who's the author of a highly successful serialization here in London. Yes, The Adventures of Sherlock Sholmes, as published in Ranced magazine. So, Mr. Naruto, won't you put us out of our misery? What surprised you for this fine morning? I'm gonna call it right now as a message from, Susato. That's 100% what it's gonna be. Ah, well, I received a letter from Japan. You just say, I have a thing to say, and Sherlock takes 10 minutes to say, fuck your button! Oh, from Susie you mean? Was it? Really? I called it. That's right. And she had some rather startling news, in fact. It's about fucking, what's his name? J. Jonah Jameson. That's the voice I gave him. What the fuck was his name? We brought Sherlock there. Dude, that's just Sherlock in a nutshell. He fucking takes 12 years to say things, and then, like, every time he's wrong. So you have to fucking correct him. It's like, no, you fucking idiot. You took 12 hours to say the incorrect thing. Ah, intriguing indeed. You must tell us all about you over breakfast. Oh, yes! What the fuck just happened? I, like, slowly turned into Stitch there. Ah, yeah, okay. Oh, yes, what fun! Motherfucker, are we just gonna sit at the... Alright, we're just gonna stand here and eat our breakfast. This bacon is delicious. This is the letter that arrived from Japan this morning. By International Post.
Oh, how lovely! Look at Susie's beautiful writing! I wish I could read it!
And how is your judicial assistant faring, may I ask? She's very well, thank you. In fact, according to what she's written, she's actually appeared as a lawyer at the Japanese Supreme Court and won a case. And she, you know, pretended to be a man because they're sexist as fuck in Japan. In like the Japan courtrooms, apparently. Also, apparently she's my cousin. So that's weird, but
Oh, really? Oh, isn't she wonderful?
a cut above your good self, my dear fellow. I've won cases too, you know. More than her. She won 1. I won like 4, 5, 4. Apparently, Mr. Natsume appeared in the trial as a witness. Natsume. No, I don't recall the name. You're a fucking idiot. Of course you do! We helped the man! Twice! Which, okay. So it's what's interesting is, from like the player's perspective, we only helped him once. So this second time is like unknown to me, which I find really fucking cool. Of course you do. We helped the man twice. You know, in those 2 cases that took place on Briar Road 6 months ago. Ah, the mustached twitchy man with the somewhat feline eyes and the mustache.
You didn't have 2 mustaches, Hurley, you stupid motherfucker.
Yes, who could forget those 2 cases? They made a very deep impression on me. Alright. Although I must confess the details are a little hazy now. Very deep impression they made on you, clearly. Startling news! So, what was this startling news penned by Miss Susato? Do you remember the case of the haunted lodgings, Mr. Sholmes? Ah, yes. It's very interesting, you know. I don't feel entirely uncertain that a case of that nature did not occur. He's totally forgotten then. Anyway, in her letter, Miss Susato asked that we read over her case notes again and investigate further. Though it took place half a year ago. For what purpose? Because of something that Mr. Natsume said to her, apparently. He suggested that the real reason why she was called back to Japan so suddenly might have something to do with that case of the haunted lodgings. Oh? On Mr. Natsume's return to Japan, Miss Susato's father questioned him about the case, she says. And something Mr. Natsume said appeared to trouble Professor Mikotoba, prompting him to send that telegram.
Oh, that case there. Yes, fuck. It was very strange, wasn't it?
I would like to know how strange it was. I'm not allowed to know how strange it was. Yes. Who the fuck is calling me? Fuck off! I'm streaming. You are not a recognized phone number. Fuck off.
And I had compiled the whole story into a nice, neat manuscript ready for publication, too. But then Hurley here was all funny about it, remember? It was very mean. That story must not be published, you said. Very mysteriously as well.
Really? I said that. Are you sure? Do you perhaps know something about it as well, Mr. Sholmes? About why Miss Susato was suddenly told 4 months ago that she had to return to Japan? Aha! New things to talk about. Miss Susato's blah 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 blah.
It's been 4 months now since we waved Susie off at Dover. Fuck. I can't read the fucking words. It was such a shock, wasn't it? The way she suddenly announced that she had to go back to Japan.
Indeed it was, due to a telegram she received from her homeland, I believe. That's right, telling her to return urgently. Yes, because her father had passed away. No! It just said he was suffering from a high fever, the cause of which was unknown. He's not dead! But according to this letter, that news about her father's fever was just a ruse. A ruse?!
So Susie's daddy lied to her so that she'd make the voyage back home?
Not dead yet. He's actually the victim in Chapter 3! Whoa!
Why would he do that?
I have to admit, I have absolutely no idea. But she believes it's almost certainly related to the case of the haunted lodgings. Probably simply because of Natsume being like, "Oh, that happened! Right, I completely forgot about that!" Summoning her back to Japan so suddenly like that, I wonder what Miss Susato's father is hiding.
Hurley, do you know what it's all about?
He got dressed quick. Ah, well, who can say? But you said... But you... Please have engagements, my dear fellow. My calendar is quite surprisingly full today. I love Sholmes' theme. And the stringent analysis of the matter would be excessive, I feel, even if I were quite at leisure. So, man the fort in my absence, won't you, Iris?
I will, Hurley. Don't worry. See you later.
Goodbye. I leave the room without explaining anything, just in normal Herlock Sholmes fucking fashion. He scuttled off rather quickly there. And now I am stuck with the 10-year-old. I think perhaps Professor Mikotoba isn't the only person hiding something here. Oh, what gave that away? Soseki-san was involved in 2 cases, but only one of them was forbidden from being published. By, of all people, Mr. Sholmes.
Aha! Found them at last!
Iris, are they?
The notes about the case? That's right! Susie and I compiled them together. The case of the haunted lodgings. Do you want to read them, Bruno?
Yes. Absolutely. Thank you, Iris. I have no idea what secrets could still be hiding in the shadows of this case, but perhaps if I read the notes again, something might come to light.
That's the spirit! Also, I have a fucking gun, and this is just normal!
She just genuinely just has a gun. For, like, no reason. And so, Iris and I decided to read over the case notes again together. Everything from what happened to our investigation, and that fierce battle in the court that followed. Revealing every detail. I just need to find a clue, and I have all the time in the world. Because, of course, I'm no longer allowed to practice law in the courts of Great Britain. What the fuck happened for this man to be disbarred? What happened? It was 6 months ago, a mysterious incident that unfolded on the wintry streets of London. Oh, is Susato gonna be here then? Right, so this was the victim, and I say that with air quotes, this was the victim of Case 3 in the first game. She didn't actually die, though, and it turns out that her death was a complete... What's the word? A complete, there's a fucking word for it. Happenstance, accident, complete sheer luck, and no one was actually really guilty of it. A young woman was found lying on the snowy pavement of Briar Road with a knife in her back. Fortunately, her life was spared, but she was unconscious for several days following the incident. Okay, Chili, I know you didn't just send the not dead yet thing. Coincidence? No, I looked at the chat and I saw the not dead yet, and I just thought about her life was spared, so she's not dead yet. The fog was thick and nobody saw her attack her, but by a cruel twist of fate, a visiting Japanese student was walking behind her at the time and was duly arrested. Natsume, hello! That man was Soseki-san, and the man who effected his arrest was Mr. Sholmes. Her life was spared, for now. Oh, look at us, the fucking dynamic duo. Believing in our compatriot's innocence, Susato-san and I decided to represent Soseki-san in court. And after a grueling trial of many twists and turns, like every Ace Attorney game, we finally managed to prove his innocence. Great, so what happened after that?
Joyful, joyous, jubilant, jubilation!
Was the man's reaction after the trial. But his jubilant jubilation was short-lived. Okay, so what happened after? I need to know what happened after. We received a telegram from Mr. Sholmes the following morning. Oh wait, this was case 4. Sorry. Case 3 was with McGilden. Right, yeah, this is case 4. Why was he not allowed? Case 5 happened? Or did case... Did this case that we're flashbacking on happen in between 5... Like, case 5 and, like, case 1 of this game? I'm so fucking confused, bro. The victim of the Briar Road stabbing has regained consciousness. Hurry to Bart's at once. Okay. So Susato-san and I summoned a Hansen and headed immediately to the hospital. Oh, shit, okay. 21st of February, 5:30 a.m., St. Bartholomew's Hospital Recovery Ward! Okay, so this is just... Oh, God. There you are at last! Good morning, Mr. Sholmes. So we're in the past now. So we're like... Wait, no, he couldn't have gotten disbarred. He couldn't have gotten disbarred because in fucking... Case 5 happens in fucking... like, April! So there's no way he got disbarred because then case 5 wouldn't have been able to happen. I think not. Oh God, she's here. You're late! What on earth took you so long? Your telegram only arrived at 5 o'clock, Mr. Sholmes. And it's a 20-minute ride to the hospital. That's right, and it's 5:30 now. I think we've made very good time. The time is utterly irrelevant. The fact is, I have been waiting for what has felt like an eternity. In point of fact, I myself was awoken at 4 this morning by a telegram boy, and feeling it was somewhat unjust that I alone had been roused at such an hour, I sent one to you. Well, thanks for that. Don't we live with you? Anyway, you're here now, so the victim is over there. She's only just regained consciousness. Oh God, do I have to voice her? Ah, no, I don't want to think of a voice on the spot. You should introduce yourselves, as I shall observe from here. So that's the lady who was found on the snow-covered pavement with a knife in her back. Her name is... Ah, yes, here we are. Miss Green. Her name is not Miss. Her first name is not Miss. Right? Surely her first name is not... Do the funny voices, Finn? Well, I don't wanna... good morning. I'm not doing a Miss Piggy voice. I was thinking about it. No, that doesn't work. Fuck, what the fuck do I do for you? What do I do for you? How old are you? Do I have an age? Do I have an age? Because I feel like that would help. Motherfucker. Hello, I'm the Ryunosuke Naruhodo from the Empire of Japan. They seem like a kid. Like they... Do I just do like a fucking, like, ooh-woo-esque voice of like, oh no, was it your knife that... Are you the man who... You know what, fuck it. Until I feel like there's something better for her, I'm gonna just do the, like, sort of, like, ooh-woo-ass kind of voice. Because that's the only kind of idea I can get for her. Like, there's no... I'm not really getting anything for her, so... No. I'm a lawyer. And I'm Susato Mikotoba. Pleased to meet you. Oh no! Was it your knife then? Are you the one? No. I assure you, I'm Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant. We heard that you'd regained consciousness and wanted to come to give you our best wishes. Best wishes? For me? Thank you. Yeah, I'm Olive. Olive Green. I'm an artist. Well, no, that's not right, is it? Well, I mean, I'm trying to be an artist. Well, what I really mean is I desperately want to be an artist. But the truth is, I don't have any talent. I know I don't.
It's no wonder why I was stabbed.
Jesus fucking Christ! Holy God! I don't think that's related, actually. Okay, can I see her fucking age now, please? 20. Motherfucker. What do I do here? I'm just gonna keep doing the fucking ooh ass voice, because that is literally all that feels like it works. I don't have any fucking ideas for her, so I'm just gonna do like sort of generic ooh-esque voice.
Gosh, this young woman seems to be bent over backwards to put herself down.
Seeing as we're here, we should ask her about what happened from her perspective, I suppose.
So about the incident?
To suddenly be struck in the back by a blade as you were walking along the pavement. Excuse me. What a terrible experience you had, Miss Green.
It was so cold that day, and the fog was so thick, I couldn't see a thing. It was 4 days ago now, I think. Isn't that right? Yes, that's right. I'm afraid you've been comatose all that time. But the case has been solved, has it? While I've been here in hospital, I mean?
Indeed it has, my dear madam. Spectacularly by none other than I, her lecturer. Don't take my fucking credit, asshole. I was the one who did that shit.
Mr. Sholmes, as you well know, it was Mr. Naruhodo's hard work in the court that solved the case.
Are you yet to hear what happened, Miss Green?
Yes, I'm afraid so. A gentleman from the police force is supposed to be coming to fill me in shortly. Oh, I see. Me coming round seems to have made everyone frantically busy. I'm so sorry. I should have never have regained consciousness. It was selfish of me.
Holy shit.
Oh, no! We're also relieved that you're on the mend, Miss Green. Really, we are.
With that kind of attitude, maybe her surname should be Blue, not Green. Ah! I get it. It's because sad and depressed and, like, actually, like, really depressing. So, you're an artist, are you, Miss Green?
Oh, no! I couldn't possibly claim that. I'm a fledgling artist at best. I mean, I'm a student of art, really. At the... fucking hell with these names. At the Thorndike Academy of Fine Arts. Oh my, an Academy of Fine Arts. Great Britain is such a wonderful country.
Tell me, Miss Green, do you live hereabouts? I wish I never woke up. Have you tried changing your name?
Oh no, actually, I don't deserve it, but I have a little flat on Brixton Road.
This bitch depressed as fuck for real. She just like me for real, for real. Okay. I see. How very interesting.
Oh no! Is it?
What the fuck is this? Brixton is some 10 stops away from the underground from here. And Thorndike Academy is a mere 3-minute walk from Brixton Town Center. Holy yard. Holy shit, give me a sec. There we go. I am on lack of sleep, I'll have you know.
Does that matter, Mr. Sholmes?
Perhaps not, but Briar Road is a far less salubrious part of town by comparison, dwelt in by those of inferior means, including the maleficent Mr. Mustache. Don't bully him! Don't bully him! Inferior means? I suppose Saseki-san does fit the bill. What the fuck? It struck me as somewhat out of the ordinary for a young fine arts student to be walking in such a district. That's all. What's this? She's suddenly clammed up.
Mr. Sholmes, you should be ashamed of yourself, prying into a young maiden's private affairs.
Oh dear me, do forgive me.
If you don't mind. Who are you? I'm being just discharged shortly, so I need to pack up my things.
Hell yeah, Finn, drinking water. Shut the fuck up. I hate you. I hate you. Oh, yes, of course. We won't keep you. Thank you so much, Miss Green. So, do we leave, or do we examine? What the fuck is this? Why? This rounded wooden figure isn't the most charming, is it?
Ah, I don't think that's a decoration, Mr. Naruhodo. It's an artist's mannequin, I believe, used when practicing sketching the human form in different poses.
Really? It's not exactly what you call a typical figure for that purpose, though, is it? Wow. Wow, Ryunosuke.
No, I suppose not. I confess I've never seen one quite so full-figured before.
Jesus Christ! Well, if you want to draw a full-figured person, it's the right tool for the job. It's not wrong, but also, what the fuck? There's an easel here. Oh, a fucking... that might be important. Look, there's a photograph in this frame here. Who's in there? A man.
Oh yes, it's a picture of a young gentleman.
Looks like he's about the same age as Miss Green, I would say. Perhaps the young woman's special someone, do you think?
My, Mr. Naruhodo, I didn't know you had a sense for matters of the heart.
Not in the least. I sincerely said the first thing I thought of. Ah, fuck! Is there a Mr. Come on, bro. Is there a Mr. Narrow Fodder here? Mr. Narrow Fodder! Narrow Fodder now? Well, if you're looking for Naruhodo, the lawyer, that's me, but... Ah, Mr. Narrow Fodder, good. This is for you. It's a message from Mr. Saucy... Fucking what's your name? From who? From Saucy Nutsmeg. Oh. Mr. Natsume sent a message to me? Saucy Nutmeg. That's my new SoundCloud rapper name. Saucy Nutmeg.
But why would a policeman be delivering a message from Mr. Natsume?
Exactly. What? Exactly. What's going on? What's a Scotland Yard constable doing playing delivery boy at this time in the morning? Ugh, what are you waiting for? Let me see that! Oh, okay, damn. Well, this is most unexpected. Is something wrong, Mr. Sholmes? Is something wrong, Mr. Sholmes, he says. Have you not seen this note? No, you took it from me. No, how could I have? Exactly, tell him again, Ryunosuke. It would seem that London's criminals have no intention of letting the great detective rest. A new case calls. A case of murder, no less. We must depart at once. Yes, because every single case in this game, in this entire franchise, is murder. Except for one case in Spirit of Justice where it was a civil case. Murder? Call a cab. The time is of the essence. I had a stroke. But the trouble is, we've yet to read Mr. Natsume's note. I was thinking we ought to pay him a visit in his lodgings once we did. That will be entirely convenient.
Convenient? What do you mean?
Oh, it's another... It's all here in the note, my dear fellows. The murder we must investigate took place at Mr. Mustache's lodgings. Wait, what? It's time for Essence. Shut the fuck up, Chili. I'll hail I'm even gonna try that. I'll hail a cab at once. I ain't gonna try with that word. I ain't even gonna fucking try. It was only yesterday that Soseki-san was in court, and we were dispelling doubts about his innocence. And now, the very next day, there's a murder at the man's own address. He may very well be the unluckiest man alive. Wait, are we gonna see the Gyarados again? Or so it seemed to us at the time, but we were soon to discover it was worse than we thought. Great! I love it when it's worse than we already think it is. Wow! 21st of February, 7:18 a.m., Mr. Natsume's lodgings, ground floor! Holy shit! Oh! What the fuck? They 100% planned on a fucking sequel from frame 1. Because this guy showed up, and a fucking guy that looked like a tan version of fucking Popeye. Those, like, 2 of those motherfuckers showed up, and then left. And then never existed again. They planned this from the fucking start. God damn it, Capcom! What on earth? Oh my, the gentleman's deceased without question. He's dead.
Look who's seen him, Miss Naruto Esquire!
I love you, Saseki. Mr. Natsume!
Why? Why is this happening? Why to me? I've only just got out of court! Yesterday, I was finally home after 2 days of misery! And then I wake up the next day to this? No holy bird should catch a worm like this! Willful worm without wiggle!
I see you're in high spirits again this morning, Mr. Mustache.
Ah! Not the horrible hairlock Sholmes! Shoo! Shove off! Shove yourself to the door! Or show yourself the door! I never invited you!
Mr. Sholmes came here with us. I'm quite sure he'll be able to help you, Mr. Natsume. I am entirely at your disposal, Mr. Mustache. What can I do for you? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, right. His thing hasn't happened yet.
Here they are already, the busybodies.
Ah, Inspector Gregson. What a pleasant surprise.
Pleasant, is it? Gives me a heartburn every time I see your face at the crime scene, Sholmes.
Fucking... So this still takes place between 2 other cases in the first game? Yeah, okay, so... Chili, basically... It takes place, from what I'm gathering right now, like, if you wanted to, like, if you ever wanted to Google this shit and, like, figure it out for yourself, this is happening between case 4 and 5 of the first game. Because, the English version of this game, it's both the first, Daigyakuten Saiban. It's both of those games in one, because those games came out in, like, 2017 on the 3DS. So they just put them together, which I fucking love. But, so this happens in between 4 and 5, which is really fucking interesting. Huh. That's so wild. Ha! I deduce, Inspector, that your heartburn is a result of your excessive consumption of fried food. Damn. Good morning, Inspector. Haven't been leaking any news, have you? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I don't know what... Dude, whenever I'm doing flashbacks in games, I do time traveler jokes. I am gonna fucking rip this man apart. Fuck this guy. I gotta play one of these damn games. Dude, genuinely, I would pick... like the one I'm playing, the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, because it's so, like, it's very different, and also its own, like, standalone thing, because this takes place, like, way before any of the other Phoenix Wright games that have ever existed, so you don't have to, like, know any of the former, like, any of the, like, games from, like, the DS, or the, like, any of them, to understand this game, which is fucking great. So I would recommend this game if you want to start getting into this. Good morning, Inspector.
This is a crime scene. Don't you go touching anything.
Or, good morning to you, Sunshine, which is like your catchphrase. Oh, shit. Alright, here we go. Investigation time. This thing was... Okay, let's talk to Soseki because actually his voice hurts me more. Let's talk to Gregson. So, Inspector, what was the victim's name? Who was he? Yeah, please tell me his name. I never knew.
Mr. William Shamsby.
come on. Come the fuck on. William Shakespeare? I made the joke of it being Shakespeare, but come the fuck on.
Mr. William Shakespeare. He was a lodger here. And as you can probably tell, he was an actor. A bit of a dead loss as it happens. Or just dead.
Mr. Shakespeare.
It was the landlord, old Mr. Garadeb, and the other lodger, Mr. Natsume, who found him.
So do I get to be Mr. Do I get to be the fucking old man who has the head shape of the fucking moon? Please let me be him again. I loved voicing him. I don't know why. I just really like doing his voice. His voice is so fun for like no reason because it's so deadpan and just like nothing is happening. But I love it. Please let me do it.
It was the landlord, or blah 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 blah. Mr. Natsume who found him. The fellow didn't rise at his usual hour, so Garadeb got worried and kicked the door down. That sounds like him.
But isn't it a fucking wheel? But doesn't Mr. Garadeb have a bad leg?
Oh yeah, you're right there. It was that jittery Japanese hunchback over there who actually did the kicking.
Really? Sasaki-san?
The victim was pretty hard up, it seems. Even done some time inside for petty crimes. He had no money, no place to go, and no friends. His only acquaintances were the people in this house. Miserable life and a miserable end to it.
So, what exactly is Mr. Natsume still doing here?
He's not involved in the investigation, so shouldn't you have sent him away for the crime scene?
From the crime scene, I mean?
Well, I'm not saying it's because the fellow looks odd or anything, or that he acts suspicious. But I thought it would be prudent to take a statement from the culprit, cohabiter.
You nearly said culprit there, didn't you?
Oh dear. Mr. Natsume appears to be under suspicion again.
Oh my god, he's a fucking Maya ancestor.
It certainly seems that way.
Oh shit, it certainly seems that way. He does just come across as such an odd fellow, doesn't he?
Poor man. How unfortunate.
Anyway, I can't say much until the coroner gets here. But I don't think the fella's been a goner that long. The body's still warm.
Even if the inspector would allow it, I don't think I could bring myself to touch a dead body. Seems he's holding a fork still. We'll talk to Natsume now. I gotta get a little sippy before I do his voice because his voice hurts my throat. To be fair, so does Gregson, but Grayson hurts me less. Anyways, what a terrible thing to have happened.
It's only been 3 days since I was arrested for the incident on the pavement outside. And then, having finally regained my freedom, it starts happening all over again. Endless existence of excruciating experiences!
So, the victim lived here on the ground floor, and your room is just one story up, is it?
Yes, that's right. In a way, we were neighbors, I suppose.
So, did you know the victim? Were you friends? Sozaki. Sozaki! What's the matter with Sozaki-san now? It was an innocent enough question, wasn't it? Why does he seem so shaken by it?
Well, I suppose he wasn't a complete stranger. But did he ever invite me to his room? No, never! On my honor, I swear it!
What an extreme reaction. Calm the fuck down, dude. Jesus fucking Christ. Why are you getting so angry? You are not helping the suspicions on you right now. Holy shit. You're probably wishing you never asked now, aren't you, Mr. Naruto?
When we found him here, I felt wretched, which is why I sent word asking you to come. Through that inspector over there!
Oh! Sholmes? Did you know the victim? You a cop. Chili, have you seen the fucking, there was this one clip I saw from the new Chip and Dale movie that came out. I haven't seen the movie, but it was like some clip about, like Chip and Dale going to see like this, this fucking like cheese guy. and they're like, hey, what kind of cheese you got? He's like, oh, we got taguna, we got this, and we got that. And then it's just, do you have any stinky cheese? He just immediately gets mad. It's just, you cops. I love just the way you do that. Just, did you know the victim? You cops. That's great. Anyway, Sholmes, what the fuck is wrong with you? Mr. Sholmes? What the fuck are you doing? Ha! You need only observe to know it, my dear fellow. Investigating, naturally. Investigating a JoJo pose or investigating scoliosis? Yes. There's nothing natural about that pose. Mr. Sholmes, have you made some miraculous discovery? Patience, my dear madam, patience. We've not been here in this room 5 minutes. So far, all I've managed to deduce is what actually happened. Motherfucker! I don't plan on watching Chip and Dale movie, but sick. I don't know if I plan to watch. I kind of want to watch it, but like, investigating. Sir, you're posing with a dead body in the room. This motherfucker's doing a photo shoot while there is a fucking decaying corpse on a table. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna see it. I kind of want to, because it's like, it's on Disney Plus and I have it, so like I can just watch it, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm actually gonna watch it. Doesn't feel like, because they had the whole, I'm not gonna get into it, but yeah. Anyway, so he's a fucking cocky piece of shit. My goodness! But isn't that everything we need to know, Mr. Sholmes? Now that you propose the idea, I believe one could indeed see it that way. Yes, that's a good pick. Let's go. Yes, that's a good pick. Let's go with one with you doing the thumbs up with the corpse. I like to imagine Gregson, the fucking, where is he? I like to imagine Gregson is the one fucking doing the photo shoot. Just, that's it, very good. Now let's get a picture of you doing a thumbs up with the corpse. Yes, now can you put bunny ears above its head? God. At the present time, I've managed to draw 2 incontrovertible conclusions. The first, that there was a physical struggle here last night in which the victim fought for his life. Mr. Natsume, what's wrong? Is something that Mr. Sholmes said significant somehow?
No, don't mind me. Forget I was here.
And my second conclusion is that there was a poison lingering in the air last night that passed the victim's lips.
Nonsense!
Again. Alright, Mr. Natsume, why are you reacting so extremely to Mr. Sholmes' deductions?
No, please! Pretend I'm not here! Invisible, ineffable, insignificant, insignificant!
Impossible to ignore. You must tell us everything, Mr. Sholmes. Spare no detail. Oh, do we have to do your fucking, Sholmes extravaganza bullshit? But of course, let the theatrical tragedy before us unraveled by a man of great deductions, presented by your pleasure in 2 acts. We've heard some truly astounding great deductions from Mr. Sholmes in the past. No doubt this will be no exception. What miracles will unfold before our eyes this time? Maybe he'll say a donkey kicked him in the teeth. So, my dear fellow, for your delight and wonder, let the curtain rise. Oh, God. For Herlock Sholmes' Logic and Reasoning Spectacular, Act 1. Why Act 1? I don't like that. The Great Deduction. The game is afoot. Topic 1. Cause of death. Conclusion. We haven't got that yet. Alright. Careful observation of the victim reveals to us the events that transpired in this disconsolate room last night. Film at the mouth of the deceased clearly indicates that the use of poison. Next to the victim, we notice a large dining plate, which contains, you will observe, 1/2 a sizable bar of soap. Illegal? Indubitably. Why is this soap set so purposely on upon the dish? Like the victim's last supper, in fact? Yes. Could it be that the man was about to eat it? Of course, the fork reveals the answer. The fuck are you on about? It appears that the young man's appetite was his undoing. Taking up arms in the form of his cutlery, the victim engaged in deadly battle for his life.
Yet the struggle against the hunger was in vain, for in the end he couldn't resist devouring the slippery feast. But London's foul soap besmirched by foul poison. Yes, the victim's life was claimed by poison that tainted the contents of the plate. Soap and the lather about the young man's mouth are too perfectly matched to ignore. What? The cause of death was clearly intoxication due to excessive ingestion of foul soap. As opposed to not foul soap. You fucking idiot. Well, personally, I have greater interest in the taste of that foul candle wax, of course. Great. Poisoning from soap ingestion. Because this man was also clinically insane. Topic 2. Suicide or murder? The cause of death identified, we proceed to Act 2, where we ponder the next question. Was this suicide or murder? The audience will recall that death occurred during the victim's last supper. Did the man dine and die alone? The single teacup suggests the answer. To draw a conclusion on such meager evidence would be foolish, however, certainly. This careful criminal could have absconded with his own cup to cover his tracks. Well, allow me to lift the veil of doubt, my dear fellow. Oh, he's shaken. Natsume, did you actually kill this time? Indeed. What reveals the answer, of course, is the broken lock. What? Though forced open now, at the time of the incident, this door was locked. And the sole key was in the victim's pocket. Yeah. In other words, when the victim consumed the poison, he must have been alone. Alone with his inferior soap, from whence wafted an inferior scent. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? And when that acid aroma lingering in the air, the victim met his end. A tragic solitude. We can take comfort only in the fact that his soul was well cleansed on its way to the So, murder? No possible perpetrator present. Thus concludes the final act of Sherlock Holmes' great deduction. I cannot wait to completely dismantle your argument. Like always. And then we dance around the fucking room like idiots, and then that's the entire minigame. There's just one thing, Mr. Sholmes. You are disposed to identify just one thing, aren't you, Mr. Naruto? Pray, what concerns you? Well, no matter how hungry he was, do you really think the man would have eaten soap? Well, you can't prove he didn't eat soap. You know what, Chili? You're onto something. You know what? Never mind, Sholmes. You're complete. Yeah, you know what? Chili's entirely right. I can't prove that, except I will entirely prove it. It is quite apparent that this man had barely a penny to his name. It is a curious thing, but to one so destitute, soap can suddenly appear quite irresistibly appetizing. How extraordinary, and also false. In truth, I haven't tried a little soap myself in the past. You've eaten it, you mean? My dear fellow, it was some time ago now. My postulation was that it would cleanse my gut. And did it? As I writhed in agony on the floor and split the contents of my stomach, yes, I believe it did. The experience taught me a valuable lesson. Soap is quite poisonous. Yeah, no fucking shit, Herlock. It has an unpleasant taste and leads to great discomfort. In summary, I cannot recommend it. Believe me, I wouldn't need it even if you did. There's something that troubles me as well, actually. Oh? What's that? It's Mr. Natsume. What do you want? I didn't kill him, I swear!
Just jumps out the fucking brick wall window thing there, like a fucking Looney Tunes cutout. How the fuck did he do that? I don't care, catch him! And just like the entire fucking Scotland Yard is chasing him. Get that motherfucker! Gunshots are going out. Pow, 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 pow! Just fucking chasing after him. But he fucking dodging everything like the fucking Weasley coward that Natsume is. They fucking never chase him. And there goes the legend of Natsume Soseki Natsume. The man who escaped the fucking killing of what the fuck is this dumbass's name? Fucking Shamspear! Couldn't help notice him shuddering and quivering out the corner of my eye. Almost as if Mr. Sholmes' deductions touched a nerve somehow.
No.
Nonsense. You can't even deny it anymore. What a tale to pass down to my child. I know, right? The tale of Soseki Natsume. That's such a, you know, you give that to your little what's the fucking term for baby walruses? Small tusk, I don't fucking know. Regardless, well, that clenched teeth episode didn't last. I think, judging by Mr. Natsume's reaction, that great detective deductions may need some gentle corrections in order to reach the actual truth. Yes, Mr. Sholmes' observations and deductions are sometimes a little too sharp. Walrus babies or puppies? Oh, okay, then just pass it down to your puppies. He has a tendency to hit the nail on the side that... What the fuck? What the fuck? I genuinely thought my fucking capture card froze. He just fucking paused mid-fucking animation. What the fuck? That's weird. Okay. He has a tendency to hit the nail on the side of the head and drive it into an obtuse angle. When he does that, it falls to us to straighten things out. We are the nail straighteners, as they say. Alright then, let's see what we can do. Yes, we must pick out the key words for Mr. Sholmes' quite brilliant deductions, and discreetly exchange them for something that makes sense, that makes a little more sense. No, it's calves. Is it oh, it's calves? Okay, then give it to your fucking calves. I'm sure we'll arrive at what Mr. Sholmes meant to say in the first place. In that case, are you ready for my second performance of the day? Once again, my dear fellows, for your continued delight and wonder, let the curtain rise for Sherlock Sholmes' Logic and Reasoning Spectacular Act 1. Again. This is like Act 3, technically. It's me now! I'm Course Correction. Hold it, Mr. Sholmes. You're full of shit, and I actually hate you! Alright, poisoning soap injection. Careful observation of the victim. I'm not going to do the voice because honestly, Sholmes' voice hurts me. And if he's going to repeat lines, I'm not going to repeat voices. Careful observation of the victim reveals that... We already read it. We already know what it fucking says. Foam of the mouth of the deceased clearly indicates the use of poison. And that part was correct. Next to the victim, we notice a large dining plate which contains, you will observe, 1/2 of a sizable or serve. Meaningful, indubitably. Why is the soap so purposely on the dish? Like your victim's last supper, in fact. Yes. Could it be that the man was about to eat it? Of course, the fork reveals the answer. I just love how he just looks like that fucking angle is perfect. What the fuck are you on about? Well, you can't deny that a fork implies the man was eating something, or about to eat something. Yes, that's true. If I were to decide to eat some soap, I should prefer to use a fork than to attempt it with chopsticks. And of course, only half of the bar of soap is left to the plate. But might there not be some other explanation? Something material that proves whether or not the man really ate some soap? What do we got? Sholmes, you fucking idiot! I'm just gonna... Look, there's some soap on the floor here. Mr. Shamspear must really have loved that stuff. Let's not jump to conclusions, Mr. Naruhodo. Look closely at this soap. You see it would fit together perfectly with the half bar on the table? Looks to the camera like they're in the office. You see this shit? This fucking sham artist over here? We're over here investigating the body of Shamspear, yet he's the real sham! What the... How can that be? I think because he didn't fucking eat it. That they are two halves of the same bar that broke apart. Anyway, so...
Take that!
Take that, you stupid fuck! Other piece of soap! Look on the floor, you detective bastard! Oh, look at me. Oh, look at me. Could it be that the man was about... Could it be that the man was about to eat it? Of course. The other piece of soap reveals the answer. Fucking no! Being the other half of soap on the table, in short, the victim was not eating soap at all, Sholmes, you fucking idiot. But it's obvious, really, for no depths of hunger could drive any man to attempt to eat soap. You fucking hypocrite. Even I, with my unquenchable thirst for particular knowledge, took only a single bite. But that begs the question of how the man was poisoned, because there's no sign of any food on the table. An excellent observation, Mr. Naruhodo, and one that furnishes us with the answer we seek. I was expecting a snap. For London's foul soap besmirched by foul poison. Yes, the victim's life was claimed by poison that tainted the contents of the plate. No. No, it fucking didn't. Mr. Sholmes is still pushing the soap argument then. Perhaps he's suggesting the man licked the soap rather than ate it. If soap in London is that poisonous, I don't think I want to be washing my hands with it. But there are no signs of any food in this room at all. Of course, food isn't the only thing that passes people's lips, isn't it? Holy fucking shit. You know, sometimes Ace Attorney characters are the smartest fucking gigabrain people ever. And then other times, wait, people don't only eat solid food, right? Jesus fucking. Give me the goddamn stain. The stain, the fucking oh.
Take that!
It's the fucking teacup, you fucking asshole. Yes, the victim's blood was claimed by the poison tainted the teacup. Boo! Yes, the victim's life was claimed by poison that tainted the teacup. Indeed, cups have been a vessel of choice for practicing poisoners over the centuries. And it would appear that this victim drank every last drop. No, he didn't. There's literally 2 drops. There's no sign of food anywhere in the room. Which leads us to the immutable conclusion. Let's get it. The cause of death was clearly intoxication due to the ingestion of poison contained in this teacup. There's only one other thing that passes through people's lips. The tongue. This tongue, get over here, Shakespeare. Just fucking starts making out with this dead corpse of this fucking ugly ass motherfucker. He's not even pretty. He's ugly as fuck. Cause of death identified. We proceed to Act 2, where we ponder the next question. Was this suicide or murder? The audience will recall that death occurred during the victim's Last Supper. Did the man dine and die alone? This single teacup suggests the answer. Ah! The Western vessel for infused hot drinks again. It's already featured heavily in our deduction so far. Yes, we can imagine that shortly before his death, Mr. Shakespeare was having a drink or tea. Of tea. Motherfucker. There would be nothing remarkable about that, but what troubles me is Mr. Natsume's reaction when he heard Mr. Sholmes suggest it. There's more to this deduction than it seems. We must closely examine the scene of the crime. Alright, so what else we fuck? How the fuck are you guys this fucking stupid? Holy shit! Ace Attorney, I can't fucking deal with this. Just, there was only one teacup. There was only one fucking teacup. What if we count here? 1, 2. You motherfuckers!
Take that!
Take that! There's a second fucking teacup, you ignoramus! Did the man dine and die alone? This other teacup suggests the answer because we used our fucking legs, you idiots! Yes, there were 2 teacups in this room all along. Fucking obviously! He was literally fucking holding it! You dumb fucks! In other words, this is a strong indication that at the victim's last supper. What? Did they just reveal who it fucking was? Is this the dude? What's his fucking name? The banker motherfucker from Case 3 who was bribed by McGilded. He was the fucking, he was one of the jury members in fucking, Case 4. What the fuck is his name? Gloomsbury? Was he Gloomsbury? I don't fucking remember. Hey! Abraham Lincoln! There was a guest present. At the very least, we can say now with certainty that somebody else was here in this room last night, taking tea with the victim.
What are you talking about? Utterly, unbelievably, unjustly, unreasonable!
I'm gonna make you fucking shut up. To draw a conclusion on such meager evidence would be foolish, however, certainly. In which case, what more can we deduce about this possible guest at the table? Well, allow me to lift the veil of doubt, my dear fellow. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna mute my mic real quick. Alright, we're all good. Sorry, I just had to blow my nose and no one needs to hear that, so... Alright, I think we're good. Do you mean to say you know exactly who was in this room at the time of the victim's death? Indeed! What reveals the answer, of course, is the broken lock! It's most definitely not. I'm not sure I like where this deduction is going now. I'm afraid it's too late to go back on the halcyon days of eating too much soap. But the identity of the guest who was in here last night when the victim passed away is something I have a very bad feeling about. Well, you can try to ignore your feelings, but we cannot ignore the truth, Mr. Naruhodo. No, I suppose not. Time to look around again. Is it the pile of books? At first glance, it seems like the only things in this room are the makeshift stage and the costumes. I overlooked these 3 books initially. I wonder what they are. Let's see. The titles read, A Picture of Monsieur Lecoq. The Picture of Monsieur Lecoq! Lecoq! Canterbury Yearnings. And Emile for Gabriel. Wait, I'm sure I've heard those titles before. Yeah, they were the books. He said the thing! Cock! Wait, I'm sure I've heard these titles before. Yeah, they were the books that Natsume rented out in Chapter 4. Game 1, Chapter 4. It could just be an incredible coincidence, but these are the exact same 3 books that Mr. Natsume purchased the other day. What? Yes, on the day of the unfortunate incident when Miss Green was stabbed, Saseki-san just been to a bookshop and bought them. That's right. And now those 3 titles are here in the room of the victim. Yet Mr. Natsume claims never to have been here before. What does this mean, do you think? I really don't know what to make of it. Well, that's been updated to pile of familiar books. Let me add that. Put that. Pile of familiar books. Natsume was the guy. Indeed, what reveals the answer, of course, is the pile of familiar books. Quite so, it's no more coincidence that these 3 titles are here in this room. It's the link to the truth.
Right!
Mr. Natsume, you purchased these books 4 days ago at the second-hand bookshop. That's just a coincidence! In that case, you'll be able to bring the same 3 titles from your own room, will you not? This very moment.
No, never! Non-negotiable!
If you can't bring your own copies here, it proves that these books are in fact yours. Oh, what the fuck? Having purchased the books 4 days ago and returned to the lodgings, where you were arrested the very next day. So you could conceivably have bought these books here on the evening, but you never mentioned that. In other words, you could only have brought these 3 books here to the victim's room. I love the funky poses. Oh. Last night, having returned to your lodgings after the trial concluded at the Old Bailey. In short, there is only one possible conclusion. That was a weak snap, hold on. Fuck. Yeah, just give me a second. In short, there's only one possible conclusion. There we go. The victim died here in this room last night as a result of poisoning. And that same night, the victim had a visitor. And that visitor... Oh, here we go. Was you, Mr. Soseki Natsume. Thus concludes the final act of Sherlock Holmes' great deduction. Soseki Natsume at the scene. Okay, but there's no way he did it, right? Oh, look at us. Back-to-back dynamic duo again. Deduction complete. Elementary. Let's go. Not again, not again, not again. Not again! Well then, Miss Natsume. It appears you're gonna have to accompany me down to the yard. Again. But wait! Hold your horses! Yes? Door! Key! Locked! Entry! Exit! Entirely impossible! He's so flustered he's being even stranger than normal. What, you think that's an alibi? You could just have made a copy. What? We're in the same building after all. You've had plenty of opportunity, I'm sure. Misery me! Sorry, sir, you'll get your chance to give your side of the story later. In court. Again. With a jury. The facts speak for themselves, Mr. Mustache. So are we defending Natsume again? You horrible Sherlock Holmes! He really has found himself the arch rival now, hasn't he? Come on now, no dilly-dallying. Outside, there's a carriage waiting. Look, I'm student Mr. Naruto Esquire! I never imagined I'd be in this position again, but... You have to help me! Please, please! I'm innocent! Alright, I understand. We'll come to yourself later and talk about it. And one more thing! Oh, yes? My poor little kitty cat. Please give him his breakfast for me! Oh, yeah. I forgot about, what's his fucking name? The cat. I forget his name. And so, his evil curse still apparently unbroken, Soseki-san found himself once again the prime suspect in a case of murder. Thanks to the incriminating deductions of the great detective. My dear fellow, that honor belongs to you! You did this, motherfucker! Don't blame this shit on me! Well, at least that means Inspector Gregson is no longer here. We can examine the crime scene in more detail now. Yes, that's right. And of course... What? Have you forgotten what the inspector mentioned before? It was the landlord, Mr. Garadeb, who discovered Mr. Shakespeare. Mr. John Garadeb, yes. I expect we could find him in his sitting room on the top floor as usual. Right. Let's remember to go talk to him later then. And by later, we are going to save that for tomorrow's stream. Because I think that is a beautiful place to cut it off. I think that is a beautiful place to cut it off. Also, ignore this save too. I was playing a game with Hannah and Julie, but we just haven't done it in a while, so they're still on chapter 2 of the fucking first game. Anyways, nope, that's not what I want to do. Hold on. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Back to title. I already saved, but I will do it again just in case. And then we're gonna stop. One thing I do want to do, actually, special game contents, just because I think it'd be funny now. I want to turn on the costumes. I don't like Sholmes's. I really do not like the outfit for Sholm. Does he have a fucking chest tattoo? Oh no, that's a knot. Okay, never mind. I thought he had a fucking chest tattoo. I was gonna be like, that's fucking baller as shit. These outfits are really cute though. Like, this outfit's really cute. This one just, I honestly just think it fucking looks cool. So, I'm gonna leave these. Outfits are only available for use in the, oh yeah, whatever. I am going to leave these on. And for tomorrow's stream, everything will be done in these outfits for Ryunosuke and Susato. So, with that, I am going to end the stream. Thank you to everyone who showed up. Is there anyone we can raid? Oh, that's right, I have to turn off fucking, Is there anyone I can raid? It doesn't even have to be, like, someone I fucking know or whatever. Is there anyone who's, like, raidable? Fuck it, I'll raid Girl DM. Start raid. Ready to raid in 8 seconds. Alright, goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. You're raiding. I'll see you later. Bye.